It was the first night in my new apartment when I saw them. I remember it vividly because I hadn't unpacked yet, and the only light in the room came from a flickering street lamp outside. The faint glow stretched through the thin curtains, casting long shadows on the walls. I was exhausted from the move and just wanted to sleep, but something felt off. As I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, I thought I heard a noise. It was faint, like a distant tapping, almost as if someone were lightly drumming their fingers on a window. I sat up, peering around the dark room. I shook my head, convincing myself it was just my imagination. I had always been a bit of a paranoid person, especially when I was in unfamiliar places, but then I saw him. There was a figure standing outside my window, perfectly still. At first, I thought it was a trick of the light, maybe a shadow cast by a tree or something. But as my eyes adjusted, I realized it wasn't a shadow at all. It was a man. He was tall, with a long coat that billowed slightly in the wind. I could make out his face, but I could feel his eyes on me. He was just standing there, watching. A chill ran down my spine. I wanted to scream, but my voice caught in my throat. I couldn't move. I couldn't look away. The longer I stared, the more terrified I became. There was something deeply unsettling about the way he just stood there, not moving, not making a sound. I finally gathered the courage to reach for my phone and call the police. My hands were trembling as I dialed, and I kept my eyes on him the entire time, afraid that if I looked away, he would somehow get closer. The operator assured me they would send someone over right away. I nodded, even though she couldn't see me, and hung up. I kept the phone clutched in my hand, feeling a bit more secure with it. But as the minutes dragged on, he didn't move. He just kept watching. When the police arrived, I felt a wave of relief. I practically ran to the door to let them in, and when I turned back to the window, he was gone. I could still feel his presence though, like a stain on my mind. The officers checked the area outside and found nothing. No footprints, no signs of anyone having been there at all. They chalked it up to stress from the move and suggested I try to get some rest. I tried to take their advice, but sleep wouldn't come. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw him standing there,